Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new here. I'm going to be reviewing Love Island episode 30. Okay, let's get straight into it. All right, so from the preview, I was a bit confused. I was like, what's happening? Coco's crying, Tasha's crying, the girls are reacting mad, and I was like, what is going on? Then it starts off with Jacques on the staircase. It's as if that staircase is like his place for feeling sorry for himself, because we've seen him go to that staircase before. But yeah, it starts off with him in the staircase, and he was speaking to Paige, and she was saying that he was sulking. He was like, well, I'm not sulking. To be fair, he was literally sulking on the staircase, and I was like, you don't get to sulk after, you know, moving mad. But yeah, the conversation between them, where it was just a bit much, to be honest. It was just like, it was a bit uncomfortable, and I was just like, it was so heated, but also like very like aggressive and like a bit passive, and I was just like, there's not much progress being made here. They're just going around circles. I really don't want them to get back together, but the annoying thing is I know that they will, and I'm just so over this, like this whole thing of like, you know, people moving mad and still getting their girls, because what does it, you know, what does that even mean? Like, what does that even show? Basically, like, the guy can move mad and the girl would still be there. I just hate that, and I just wish that Paige would wait and then get to know a new bombshell. Like, Jax is not the only person that she can get on with. He's not even that great a guy from what we've seen anyway. So I just really don't want them to get back together, guys, but they probably will, if I'm being honest. And so Dami and Andrew are talking, and he says that he still likes India, but he wanted to pursue the both of them. And I just think it's just a bit mad, because it's like, why do they always do this? Like, why every time it's like, I know obviously in the real world you can get to know people, but that's the whole point. This is not the real world. Like, this is like Love Island, and you're meant to like find your person, not like, you know, date like multiple people. That kind of defeats the purpose of it. So it just kind of annoys me, the whole thing of like, you know, moving mad in Casa and Amor and then wanting to get back with your person. Again, I don't want Dami. I just want someone to do an Amber. I want someone to not take a guy back after they've been in the wrong. I just want to see that again, because it's been a while since we saw that, guys, honestly. Anyways, Andrew basically tells Dami that he wants to friend zone Coco, because he feels like they're just more friends. Like, and I feel like he obviously wishes that he didn't couple up and he just stayed single. And we'll get more into Andrew later. And then Andrew speaks to Coco and says he just wants to take a step back, but just wants to like kind of be like in a friendship couple. And she's like, oh, do you still want to get to Natasha? And he basically says like, no, not really. I mean, obviously he does, but I'm guessing he just couldn't say that in that moment, because he was probably just afraid to say that, because that would have made Coco annoyed, obviously. But anyways, Paige and Jax talk again. He says, oh, you deserve better. You know what I hate when guys say that? Like, when someone says you deserve better, that's such a red flag, because they're literally telling you like, oh, you're not gonna get that from me, basically. And when they say that, it's kind of like a way to like, it's like a form of self-pity, but a way to like get into your head. And I hate when people say things like, oh, I'm not good enough for you, or you deserve better than me, or, you know, I hope, you know, that I just hate things like that, because it's so patronizing. But yeah, he says all of that, and he literally he wasn't apologizing for the longest time. And I was like, this boy is really ready to walk out the villa, then apologize. Like, if that's not pride, I literally don't know what that is, because I think that was such a red flag as well, that he just couldn't apologize. Just, it's simple, apologize, literally. Anyways, Dami was comforting Paige, and I was like, why are you it's actually mad, because Dami wasn't it the same Dami who told Jax, if you kiss her in the bed, I will too. And now you're comforting Paige. That's so scary. Literally, you're not obviously Jax has a head of his own, but you were encouraging the behavior that is now making her cry, and now you're comforting her when you were out there telling him, if you do it, I will. Like, literally getting gassed when he was messing about, and now you want to. Oh, guys, honestly, a lesson. Don't ever take advice about things like this from your man's friends, because they will always be on their side. Even if, let's say, like a last holiday situation, and you know the guy you're with messed up and his friends are trying to tell you that it wasn't that bad, just know it was that bad, because they will always be on their boy's side. And I just think it's mad, because he was literally out here encouraging it, and now you want to comfort her, right? Anyways, Jay and Luca have a chat, and he's like saying that he wants to leave, and I'm like, yeah, please just leave. Do everyone a favor and just freaking leave. Like, I genuinely don't, those tears that he was crying, it didn't get to me. I think they were crocodile tears. I just can't get over the fact that when he was crying, all I could remember was when he was saying, I'll deal with the consequences later. That's all I remember. So sorry, you can't do that and then come and like now come and wallow in sadness after you willingly went to do, when you willingly went to, you know, do the most. I just don't think it's fair. Anyways, it was nice to see Ekin and Davide being all lovey-dovey, you know, at night. You know, I realized Ekin really makes me like Davide, because during Casa and Amor, I really didn't like when Ekin is not with Davide. I don't like him. I know people think he's funny, but I actually don't really like him that much as an islander on his own. I like him when he's with Ekin Su, and it's just nice to see them like back together. And I just love the chemistry that they have, and I feel like everybody can see that they've got chemistry. But the editing was so weird in the morning, because it went from like loads of awkward silences, and then you just saw randomly girls were jumping, like you saw like Danica and India jumping on each other, Tasha and Paige, and I was like, it was such a random edit. I don't even know how to explain. But yeah, so it's in the morning again, and Jax is still talking about the drama with Paige. Honestly, this episode, I feel like they dragged things on a bit too much. They dragged out the Paige and Jax scenario. They dragged out the Tasha and Andrew scenario. I was like, oh, please, let's go to more important things. Like, I'm just tired of this. But anyways, Jax was saying that he didn't think he was being disrespectful. And I was like, that's the whole point. Like, he literally is not taking accountability. Like, you were being disrespectful. Just own up. Like, he can't even own up to his own actions. It's mad. It's actually so mad. But anyways, Dami hasn't yet spoken to India. And it's so funny because last night he had so much energy about, you know, I guess we're all heartbreakers. I'm happy for you. And then in the morning, you can't even speak to her. I hate stuff like that, honestly. This whole Casa Amor has made me change. It's really changed the way I see people in the villa. It's quite funny. But so Coco basically told the Casa Amor girls that Andrew was doing a madness, and he was, you know, licky her, you know, milk makers. And they were like just laughing or whatever, but obviously Tasha didn't know this. And Jay, okay, also I'm also a bit confused about like Jay and China, because you know he's a really confusing man. I really don't understand Jay. I thought him and China had a thing. I was rooting for him and China. It's actually so mad. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, how can your feelings change in like just a matter of hours? Like, literally the night before you had chosen her to couple up with her, and now you're friend zoning her. It's mad. To be fair, from what we see, there was not, they look cute together, but the convo was, we never saw like them really talking in depth, and I felt like we never really saw China's personality. She's just a bit quiet. I don't know if they're just not showing enough of her, because it kind of looks like she just, you know, when you're talking to someone and they're just like a piece of plain bread, that's kind of how her personality feels. But it might just be the edit she's getting, because she literally seems like she has nothing to say. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, they're making her seem like she just doesn't speak. I was really confused about that. I was like, what's happened? What went wrong, Andrew? I mean, Jay. And it's so mad, because I feel like if he just waited for the votes, he would have seen that people did like him and him and China. But now, obviously, because of what he's done, people are not going to vote for them. But I find that really weird. I just don't know how his feelings can change so quick. Anyways, Tasha and Andrew were chatting, and they were having a hug in the morning, and they were talking about things, and obviously you can tell that they still got feelings. If you deeper, guys, Andrew is actually a worse person than Tasha, because he basically admitted that he used Coco out of anger. That's very scary. Like, he got with someone, went that far with them out of spite, so it was his way to get revenge. At least every time Tasha has got to, you know, every time Tasha has had a wandering eye, every time Tasha has got to know new people, it was never out of spite. It was because she wanted to. And honestly, if you compare it like that, I respect her more, because if you're gonna, you know, hurt someone, but you're being true to yourself, versus if you're gonna hurt someone just because you want to get back at them, not even because you want to hurt them, you're a coward. So like, in a way, like, Andrew is not a victim or a saint. How can he do up like all of the stuff he did with Coco, like super affectionate with her, talking about, I want to ruin you? Excuse me? And he did that out of spite, and he admitted that he did that out of anger. That is scary. You literally use someone out of anger and you think you're a victim. No, you're scary. You're a very dangerous person. Like, that's not, do you know what I mean? So at this point, I'm actually on Tasha's side, because Andrew's a huge red flag. He needs to really work on himself. He's not just a pushover. He's not only easily influenced. He's spiteful, and that's really bad. So I feel like, you know, people have given Tasha enough smoke at the moment. Like people have given Tasha enough smoke, and it's not really fair. Anyways, we see Gemma and Billy having a chat. To be fair, Billy was being a bit flirty. He was saying things like, oh, are you jealous of me and Tash? And he was like kicking her, whatever. And Ekin, she's so naughty. Ekin was literally like to Luca, oh, look, now he's kicking her. Oh, look, he's flirting with her. I was like, Ekin, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you literally setting fire to the environment? But that's just what she does best. Just literally causes damage. Like, that's one thing I don't like that she does. But Luca, I know she was just winding him up and whatnot, but obviously that kind of stuff would get to him. But Luca obviously didn't appreciate that. And Paige talks to Dami, and Dami tells her that he kisses someone on the first night. And even I thought it was the second night. So that made me think, wow, this is mad. On the first night, on the first opportunity you got, you kissed her. That is something. That is really something. Anyways, I just really hope that him and India don't get back together. Like, these girls need to do us proud. They really need to do us proud. I think Luca needs to chill a bit if he does this kind of thing. Like, he's gonna push Gemma away. Obviously, he had a chat with Gemma and say he didn't really appreciate the way Billy was being to her. And I get that, but like, he needs to chill. It's not every time that someone does something. Like, if he's gonna be like this, he's gonna have a hard time in the outside world. In the outside world, when you're out with your girl or your guy, you're gonna have people sometimes that move mad, you know, and like try to flirt with the person you're with. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be angry at the person you're with. You have to trust them. There's going to be loads of guys that are going to try and flirt with Gemma. He has to trust that she's not going to do anything. And the thing is, obviously I know that Billy was flirting with Gemma, but Luca does need to chill because it's giving very like overly possessive, obsessed. It's too much. So he needs to step back, because I think that kind of thing can put Gemma off. And that's why I don't think they will last on the outside, because I think that he will give Gemma the ick quite fast. But for the moment, they have lasted. But I don't think it's a forever thing, if I'm being honest. But I guess time will tell. Ekin like hyping up Coco. I thought that was quite nice of her, and just telling her, you know, you're that girl. Like, you know, don't be sad. Blah blah blah. I thought that was nice, because the girls are kind of isolating the Casa and Amor girls, I feel like. So it was nice to see Ekin kind of like just speaking to her and just reassuring her like she does, you know. And Coco and Tasha have a chat, and basically explains everything that happened. And Coco didn't even go into detail, but Coco and Tasha just tried to warm things up. Long story short, Coco finally, like, you know, makes it obvious. Like, Coco tells Tasha what everything she and Andrew did. And I found it so funny when Tasha's face, she looked horrified when Andrew was like, I mean, yeah, I did, you know, licky her, you know. And basically, like, Tasha literally looked horrified when he said that, and she told the girls, and their faces, like, they were shocked, but they were laughing. Like, it was just so funny, because they were probably thinking, like, they probably weren't expecting that from Andrew at all. They were probably thinking that he wouldn't do something like that. So honestly, I did find it kind of funny. And then Tasha was like, oh, you're a liar. And Davide was like, oh, that's my line. I was like, Davide, this is not the time. I honestly, when Davide does things like that, I don't really find it funny. Like I said, Ekin is the only reason why I like him. I don't like Davide for himself, because I find him really annoying. I felt like in that moment, they were kind of like mocking Tasha. And it wasn't fair, because Andrew did a lot. What he did, he went too far with Coco. He was too intimate with someone that he didn't care about. It's so wrong. If I was Tasha, I would never go back there, because just think of what someone like that, when they're hurt, think of what they can do when they're hurt, because of what some people said, he did all of that just to get back at Tasha. Do you know how bad that is? That's really, really bad. And anyone who doesn't agree with that, then I don't even know. Anyways, India and Dami chat, and Dami was saying that he had feelings for her still, and blah blah blah. And he was like, oh no, we're the same people. And I'm just like, oh please, I'm so bored of it. Like, I don't want them to get back together. I don't see it anymore. It's not the same anymore. Honestly, when they do that, it's just not the same anymore. This episode, I don't know why it had to be 20 minutes longer. The Tasha and Andrew drama, it was all right, but I just feel like it could have been packed into the normal 1 hour. I don't know what you guys thought about that, but let me know what you guys thought about that. But yeah, at this point, like, I actually don't have any way to back up Andrew. He did the most, and he's not the victim. He's not the saint, and he needs to stop acting like he is. And so we get to vote, and I don't know about you guys, but I voted for Davide and Ekin Sue. You guys already know those are my faves. But let me know who you guys are voting for. I have a feeling that the people who are gonna leave, I have a feeling that Jay and China are gonna get voted out. Dami and Summer would, but I think there are some people who want Dami and India to get back together. So I think Summer will still be safe. I think him and Summer will still be safe. But I think Jay and China, and who else is gonna get voted out? I don't think Danica and Josh will, because people feel sorry. People want Danica to be happy. But who else is gonna be voted out, guys? Let me know what you guys think. Maybe Andrew and Coco. Maybe Tasha and Billy. Oh my goodness! Imagine if Tasha and Billy get voted out. That would be peak. But yeah, let me know who you guys think is gonna be going home or who's gonna be getting dumped. I'm looking forward to seeing it. This episode was okay. Yeah, I don't know about people who were saying the Casa and Amor coupling was not that good. Sorry, that Casa and Amor coupling yesterday, it was iconic. I loved it. It had me on the edge of my seat. I loved it. One of the best. In fact, it was one of. In fact, for me, it was my favorite Casa and Amor coupling. Last year, the only good bit about last year was what Lily telling people what she and Liam did. That was the only good bit. The Faye and Teddy drama, I didn't enjoy it. It was always giving toxic. I didn't enjoy it. So this Casa and Amor coupling was freaking iconic. So I don't know what people are talking about. I love that episode. People just need to be appreciative. It's not every day that it can't be chaos every day. These are real humans in there, you guys. It can't be chaos every day. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of this episode. I really hope they run movie night this year, because I want if Paige thinks she's gonna forgive Jacques, I want them to play that time when he said I'll deal with the consequences later. I'm begging, please, they need to play that part when he said that. If they run movie night, I want them to see all the foolery that the guys did. I want them to see all the stuff they said. I don't know if they're gonna do movie night this year. I guess we'll have to see. But let me know what you guys think of this nice episode. Let me know what you thought about the Tasha Andrew drama, what you think about Dami and India, what you think about Paige and Jax, what you think about Summer and Dami, what you think about, you know, let me know who you guys are voting as well. But yeah, guys, need to let you guys know as well, Sunday I might not be able to upload because I'm going away. I'm going on holiday, but I'll try my best, guys. Please guys, I'm begging, someone actually help me with this. If people who are outside the UK, please let me know where I can, you know, where I can watch this, because I really want to watch Love Island when I'm away. But I don't know, let me know how you guys let me know how you go about it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you soon, hopefully. But if not, I'll be living my best life, and I'll try my best. But love you guys. See you guys soon. Bye.